Can someone read this transaction louder? One person. Raise your hand and then you will read. The transaction means the first sentence. Who? Yes, louder.
General.
No. 1st of Jan 2000.
1st of Jan 2018. Owner introduced
Capital
by cash $12,000.
Okay. Now what is the date? It was on 1st of Jan 2000, right? Okay. What is the first document you see here? This is called a general journal. And look at the format of a trial balance. Can you see the trial balance here?
Yeah.
You get detail column, a debit column, and a credit column. Clear? Right. On this side, I have the ledger. Can you see the ledger? Right. Now the ledger has two sides. One debit side, and on the other side you have the credit side. So there are two sides in a ledger. Is that clear? Any questions? Right. So let's color code this also so that it's clear for you when we are transferring entries. So let's make this yellow and this side green. Last class we learned there are three ways the owner can introduce capital, isn't it? Can I hear from that group over there? What is the first form of introducing capital? If you're going to start up a business, how will you start? There are three forms. Money. Instead of using the term money, what else can you use? Cash. So the first form of introducing capital is cash. That is the second one, yes. And the third one is introducing non-current assets. So there are three forms. Cash, bank, and non-current assets. Is it very clear? Right. Now, in this case, we are taking only the cash. Right? So when you introduce capital to your business, what comes into the business? Cash. And the business is liable to pay to the owner in form of capital. Did you get that? Always remember, the business is different from the owner. Got it? Though it's your own business, you cannot consider that you can take anything that you want from your business. According to business entity concept. What is the concept? Business entity concept. The business is separate from the owner. That's why we have a capital account. Did you understand that? Okay. Now, let's see how to enter this in the general journal. Right? What is the date specified over there? What comes into the business? Cash. So we write cash, debit. Right? What's the amount? 12,000. And remember, when you're writing the credit entry, you always leave a bit of space. Look at the board, don't look at me. Always you leave a little bit of space and write capital account credit. Right? This is an accounting rule. Okay. So here you can write cash account. And this is the credit column. Can you see the credit column? Yes. So you enter the same value. Do you have any questions so far?
No.
So we entered where? In the general journal. Can you repeat? Cash account debit. Repeat. Capital account credit. Is that very clear? Now we are done with the first step. Right? Now it's time to post these entries to the ledger. Can you see the ledger here? Right. What information do you get in ledger? You get date, details, right? This I have to change. This should be pounds, date, details, and then pounds. Is that very clear? Any questions? Right. So let me insert the pound here. Okay, let me do that later. Right. Now, what are the two ledgers that you have to open as per this question? What are the two ledgers? Any guessing? You have to open a cash account. Very good. And what else you have to open? One is cash account, another one is? Where did that come from? Capital account. Got it? Right. Now comes the very important part. Please be focused. We wrote here cash account debit 12,000, right? So let's move to cash account and to the debit side. Clear? Right. What's the date we write there? What is the opposite account's name? What is the opposite account's name? Capital. So you write capital here and then the value. Is that clear? Right. Now let's move into capital account. What's the date we write here? 2000. Opposite account's name? Cash. Very good. And how much? 12,000. Right? Any doubts so far? No. Now we are going to balance. Step 1, we entered in the general journal. Step 2, we opened the ledgers. Step 3, we posted entries. And now we are going to balance off. What are we going to do? Balance off. Now, we are going to check the two columns. This column and this column. Can you see the two columns? Right. Now, this side we have a total of how much? Don't look at me. Look over there. And on this side, how much do we have? Empty. It's nothing. Zero. Right. So let's bring the greater number side down to the total. Can you see that? Then you can see. Now can you see? Right. From here, you brought it down here to the total on the both the sides. Now, 12,000 take away 0. How much do you get? From this 12,000, we'll assume there is a figure here. We'll assume it's 0, right? How much do you get? 12,000 again. Got it? And what is the end of month date? 1. End of month date? 31st? 1, 2000. Got it? We are preparing it for a month. Sometimes we have to prepare it for one financial year, 1 year. It depends. It depends on the question, right? Now you write here, bal carried down, balance carried down. Clear? Any questions? Now we move to the opposite side below the balancing. If today is 31st Jan, tomorrow is? First? Second? 2000. Got it? And then you write here, bal brought down. And the same value, 12,000. Did you understand that? Yes. Right. Now let's balance the capital account. I wanted the response from you all, okay? Right. Let me draw the equal. Okay, this group. Which side is greater? Which side? Debit or credit? See, yellow is the debit side. Green is the credit side. Credit. Good. What is the next step? Write it in the total. Very good. Okay, that group over there. What is the next step? You mark a 0 here. Okay, it's not a must, but I'm just marking it. So 12,000 take away 0. How much? 12,000 again. This group over there. What is the date you will write? 31st? No. 100. And then you enter there, bal carried down. That group over there, the last group, boys, can you tell me what is next? What is the next step? Yeah, you move to the opposite side and you have to write a date. Which date will you write?
31st.
No. 1, 2. Is it so difficult? Right. Yes. And what do we write here? Last group, please. Bal TD, right?
I'm thinking that's all.
Okay, fine. Right. And then we enter it here. Is that clear? Any questions? Right. Now we are going to post this entry to a trial balance. What are we going to do? Post these entries to the trial balance. Let's look into the cash account. Can you see the cash ledger here?
Yes.
Right. This part is called the closing balance. Can you see? Closing balance. Bold. Right? So let's go to the trial balance and write cash. On which side can you see this 12,000? Debit side. Therefore, you will enter it on the debit column of the trial balance. Is that clear? Right. Now let's move into the capital account. Can you see the capital account?
Yes.
On which side is the bell brought down? On the credit side. So let's move into the trial balance. We'll write capital and we'll enter in the credit column. Got it? Let's color code this also with the same colors. Right? Now, are both sides equal? Yes. What is the total of debit? What is the total of credit? Did you get that?
Yes.
Still it's not over. One more to go. Right? We have to apply this to the accounting equation. What do we have to do? Apply to the accounting equation. Can someone tell me the accounting equation? Capital, okay, equals assets minus liabilities. Hold on, please. If I write minus, it will ask for, I just write less. Okay, guys. Now tell me, cash belongs to which category? Is it capital, is it asset, or is it liability? Cash. Last class we learned the classification of assets and liabilities. It's a current asset, therefore it will belong to assets. Cash, and what was the value? 12,000. It's a plus value, so you just write it as 12,000. Girls, excuse me. Right. And then we had another ledger. What is that ledger called as? We had another ledger. No, one is cash, another one. Capital. The capital increased, isn't it? So, here also. But better to rewrite. Is that clear? Any questions? Right.